1.4 million people are out of work, and some 36,000 PPP loans have been approved for small businesses. Our next guest has seen the economic impact firsthand in his home state, and he has a message for Congress. Retired U.S. Army infantry captain and candidate for U.S. Congress, Sean Parnell, joins us now. Sean, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
What is your message to Congress as they attempt to refund the PPP bank account?
Well, look, I mean, Pennsylvanians, we're strong, we're resilient people, but we've also, as you mentioned, have been among the most hardest hit. We have over 11,000 small businesses just in my district, PA 17 alone, that employ over 100,000 people. Every single one of those jobs and those small businesses are on the brink. And I have to tell you, it frustrates me to no end to see Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco in her $7.5 million San Francisco mansion earning her taxpayer-funded salary. She's there by choice, essentially bragging about blocking relief to the people all over the country, but also here in PA 17, relief for people who need it most, while she sits in front of her $24,000 refrigerators eating $13 pints of ice cream. It makes me sick to my stomach. And what has my opponent had to say about this? He represents these people. He sees the suffering firsthand. He says absolutely nothing. Silence. MIA. So in the hour of the people of PA 17's greatest need, my opponent has been silent and doesn't have the courage to stand up to Nancy Pelosi when his constituents' lives are on the line. Yeah, it's frustrating to no end.
Most Democrats have not been willing to do that. It sounds like he's another one of them. But you've been out in the district, especially prior to this, and talking to small business owners. Now I'm sure you're hearing from them. There is a protest scheduled in Harrisburg, PA this week coming up, a Liberate Pennsylvania, Get Back to Work protest. What are you hearing from businesses about their desire to open back up?
Well, I mean, so most of these businesses, when they don't hear from my opponent, in fact, they get form letters back from his office with no follow-up, they come to me. And I have to tell you, I talk to Democrats, Republicans alike. 100% across the board, they all recognize the need for a more surgical pandemic response. In other words, we have to figure out a way to get this state and get this country back to work. Because if we don't, a generation's worth of economic harm will be done to our country. And when we talk about the economy, we're not just referring to the stock market. The economy is made up of people who go to work to provide for their families and put food on the table for their families. So we want to make sure, as President Trump has said time and time again, that the cure isn't worse than the problem itself. And so people in Pennsylvania are ready to go back to work. And that's not to say that we shouldn't take the virus seriously. We should. But we should trust people with the freedom to go back to work, to adhere to CDC guidelines, to practice good social distancing. And the plan moving forward should be both to protect the public health and also safeguard the economy so that we can pass on a strong, vibrant America to our children.
Absolutely. And then rely on noble citizens who use their own common sense and still listen to what the experts are saying on the health side. Sean Parnell, thank you for joining us, and good luck in the race. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it.